Good morning, and thank you for joining us. We have some significant royal news to report today, news that has sent ripples of discussion across the United Kingdom and beyond. Sources close to Buckingham Palace suggest a major reshuffling within the royal family, with King Charles III reportedly making some tough decisions regarding his brother, Prince Andrew, and his former sister-in-law, Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. This development, which has been unfolding behind the palace walls, follows what has been described as a series of recent embarrassments for the monarchy. Before we dive into this fascinating news, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our exclusive royal updates and insights. It appears King Charles is moving to solidify the monarchy's image and streamline its public-facing roles. The monarch, who ascended to the throne in September 2022, has been widely understood to be keen on a more modern, efficient, and less controversial royal family. This reported decision concerning Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson seems to be a direct reflection of that vision. The news comes after a period where both individuals have, in different ways, drawn considerable scrutiny, placing them squarely in the public eye for reasons that have not always been beneficial to the institution. Let's first address Prince Andrew. His association with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has been a long and painful chapter for the royal family. Despite his various statements and attempts to distance himself, the allegations and the subsequent civil lawsuit, which was settled out of court, led to his removal from public duties and the stripping of his military titles and royal patronages. While the public expected this would signify a permanent retreat from royal life, occasional appearances or reports of his continued presence at royal events have, at times, reignited public debate and media speculation. It's understood that King Charles is now taking a more decisive step to ensure that any potential future controversies linked to Prince Andrew are minimized, if not entirely eliminated, from the public sphere. Then there is Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. While her history with the royal family is different from Prince Andrew's, she too has faced her share of public ups and downs. Divorced from Prince Andrew in 1996, she has maintained a close relationship with him and their daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. In recent years, Sarah Ferguson has cultivated a public persona as a writer, philanthropist, and media personality. However, her entrepreneurial ventures and public statements have, on occasion, drawn criticism and sometimes placed her in awkward positions. There have been instances where her comments, even those well-intentioned, have been misconstrued or have otherwise not aligned with the more reserved posture typically expected of those closely associated with the royal family. Reports suggest that King Charles is now seeking to reduce her formal association with the monarchy, particularly in official capacities, to prevent any inadvertent overshadowing or conflicting narratives. This move by King Charles is being interpreted by many as a clear signal of his intent to protect the monarchy's brand and reputation. The king recognizes the immense responsibility he carries in upholding an institution that has stood for centuries. In an era of intense media scrutiny and instant global communication, the actions and associations of every member of the royal family are meticulously analyzed. The public expects a certain level of decorum, responsibility, and avoidance of scandal from those associated with the crown. It appears King Charles is responding directly to these expectations. Sources indicate that the banishment, as it's being termed in some circles, is not necessarily about severing all personal ties. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson remain family members. However, it signifies a decisive step in limiting their public roles and, crucially, their ability to be seen as representing the crown in any capacity. This may involve further restrictions on their attendance at certain official events, or a more formalized distance in their public appearances. The aim, it seems, is to ensure that the focus remains firmly on the working members of the royal family and their duties. The decision is also rooted in the broader context of the current generation of the monarchy. With the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, King Charles inherited a royal family that is increasingly scrutinized for its relevance and its value in modern society. To maintain public support, the institution must project an image of steadfastness, integrity, and dedication to public service. Any individual who, through their actions or associations, detracts from this image becomes a liability. King Charles appears determined to address these liabilities head-on. It is important to remember that such decisions are rarely made lightly within the royal family. They involve complex considerations of family dynamics, public perception, and the long-term health of the monarchy. While the details of what this banishment entails are still emerging, the message is clear. King Charles is asserting his authority and setting a new course for the royal family in his reign. This means a sharper focus on those who are committed to full-time royal duties and a greater distance from those who have inadvertently, or otherwise, brought controversy to the institution. What does this mean for the future? We can expect to see a leaner, more focused monarchy, with a clearer distinction between working royals and those who hold personal royal titles but no public responsibilities. This will undoubtedly lead to further discussions about the role of the monarchy in the 21st century and the expectations placed upon its members. We will continue to monitor developments from Buckingham Palace as this story unfolds. It is a pivotal moment for the monarchy as King Charles shapes his reign and seeks to navigate the challenges of a rapidly changing world. Ultimately, this reported decision underscores the king's determination to protect the institution he now leads and ensure its continued relevance. As always, we invite you to stay informed on these and other critical stories shaping our world. For more updates and in-depth analysis, make sure to subscribe to our channel and visit our website. Your continued engagement helps us bring you these important reports.